Couple hours of this, and then I'm gonna play Dune for the rest of the afternoon. It's starting to get good. I'm just finishing the starting stuff, and then I guess we're gonna have to find a way to move all our stuff to a better location. I'll probably set up camp somewhere near Herco, if we're gonna be Harkonnen. Okay, that's an ugly piece of work that I did earlier. So let's see. Oops. 750 iron. I need 360 copper. 360 copper. There's some straight ahead here, like there. Yeah. Let's figure I'm going to bring it this way. Should I do this now? That was a bit stupid. You know, okay. Not entirely sure I agree with this decision, but I'll find a way to make it work. I think it's down in that little cubby there. Otra vez! The trolls on social media are getting worse. I didn't think there was a way for that to happen, but like just particularly terrible people. There was a guy that I went too far. I don't think I want to go even that far. Man. What was this about? I should have went over a bit more. Yeah, I can do this. Let's do that, and then do one of these. This all the way to the ground. 7. Cleaning up the verge. What else? No? No takers, huh? Put it here. Down. To there. Total digits. Alright, now what did I need? 360. You are... We'll find out in a moment. Impure. That's... okay. So if I tip two Mark IIs and overclock them once... Let's see something. I'm in this area. These are the two copper nodes. So I want 360... Best way to do that is two Mark IIIs overclocked 50%. And then I'll just merge them together. I don't think there's a practical way to get 360 out of these at all. No. Indeed. 120. So maybe I won't overclock one of them. So I guess what I'll need is I actually kind of want to make that a little lower. Let's do it on this side. And this will be putting out 240, so I'll have to go to a Mark III for that one. I'll need a merger. Let's get it to line up with... It's not doing any outrageous clipping. Coming out of here should be 360, which will have to be a Mark IV. What? Why that's all messed up like that, I have no idea. Because they've messed this up somehow, I have to do... And then I can go straight again. Oh, no, no. Why? 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 Guess I would want it to do the first one. This is a trick I learned. So if you do them diagonally, then I can point them in 3 of the directions, as opposed to having them next to each other, and you can really only point the middle one out, and it doesn't always work for the middle track now that they've monkeyed with everything. Okay, so that's the copper. What's next? 300 Caterium. Where the hell is that? 300. This is 259. It's a little bit further over the edge. That might be it right there. But I'm going to bring it up where this copper is. Ah. Else? Where did they hide the Caterium? There it is. Let's see it right there. I'm going to extend this. No. This way. sure you're big nasty. Like the look of that. If I have to run anything up it, I don't want to use the steel, but anyway. It just mixes things up a bit. Hmm. This doesn't make any sense, but it kind of does. Oh God. Why? How is it? Who are you, dude? Scared the crap out of me. That startled the shit out of me. Let's do this. And this, I believe, is a pure node. Which means I can get a metric shit ton out of this. Fully overclocked Mark II miner. Probably where I'll start unless I need more. We want it pointing. Yeah. Continued from there. Let's grab this meat. You gotta grab the meat. Anyone else want a piece of this? Kind of unnerving being over the abyss here. $300. Mark. This is the ideal height, so belt does not experience clipping. Screw you, nature! The rest of you can stay. So what we do here is we do this. Then we go back to one short segment. But you kind of wiggle it to make sure that it's flush. And then you go back to straight. And you're good for a while. And then every time you make a turn, you put in your small angle correction. Then you're back to straight until the next turn. Actually, it's kind of beneficial to take this as far as you can. Segment, make sure you... I feel like there's a corner over here that doesn't look like it's supported by anything. And what you can do, because I think this is mark 4. This is also mark. So that's the deuterium, the copper. Is that it? Damn. I thought it was going to be more than that. Okay, back to free list, which helps you understand how to build this up. So iron and copper into iron ingots, then iron into copper ingots. So I'll probably put those two next to each other. It's probably what I'll start with. Pretty safe plan there. And then I got to remember that I'm doing a bunch of overclocking to keep some of these numbers down, which are already not terrible. So I have the iron. I have the copper. So I have the iron and the copper here, but the deuterium is in the middle. So I can bring them both over and then drop them down and feed them that way. So I feel like my motors are going to start in this direction. But I want to leave this open, because if I'm going to bring up more iron or more copper, then I need to leave space. So if I want to be able to change direction, iron. So I want it to go that way. Let's mark 5. I want to change direction. There we go. Do is I usually duck down behind take there's a height difference. Isn't the height the same? down like that, and if I do this... If this doesn't work, I'm not sure why. Okay, no weirdness. Perfect. Now I need to do the same thing with the copper. Which I'm probably going to carry a little further to here. Because you kind of need this for transport and movement. I'm leaving this gap so I don't put anything. I should have moved this over one. To there. Nope. Try this again. If I want to leave this open, and I want to leave this open, then I have to bring it here. And that belt... It's an altitude change. It's an altitude change. Isn't it? Totally. Temporarily, of course. Altitude change again. There has to be a better way to do this. Like, does it tell you when you place these damn things, like, how many meters? That's something that they could do better. I think. Let's get the copper over here. Because this is further out and I want to go right, I have to bring it over this way. Can't remember if this is supposed to be Mark IV too. Is a Mark IV conveyor? Of course you would. Now, how do I get that height? Got iron and copper. So I guess here's where I'm going to build foundries. How many foundries, you might ask? 14, 18. 18 foundries. Need a construction thingy. What have I got for foundries? I want it to run right to left. That's load blueprints. All temporary, of course. But I don't even care if it lines up. Let's see what we've got in here. This is iron ore and copper ore. And there's going to be no overclocking. Ingot, iron ingot, ingot. It is going right to left, which is excellent. And it already has power. This is perfect. So for that, I need iron alloy ingots. I need 14 of these. Blueprint. Honestly. Fine. Just to stay on the electrical side of things. This will be 12. I'm going to be piping copper and iron through it all. I'm just going to want to take the copper taps and stuff off because I need 4 of these to be copper. I could probably make it these or those. So then I probably want to flip this around. Let's leave some space in the middle. So that's 16. We can get rid of it. Because this is permanent power, I can put stupid. I've never been more convinced that the real shittiness with this. So that's 4, 12, 16. I only need 18. regardless of what I do, no. Connect these together. For this one, I can put somewhere in the middle of this. I don't want to connect all of these together, so we'll go and have a look at our map here. So I need a bunch of iron to come out to a ton of constructors, but I only need copper. Ooh. Yeah. So I'll probably be overclocking these. So it says I need 23, so I'll make 13 or something, and I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. Well, I'll need 25 and 5. That's not 25. Jesus. 6 and 5. These, on the other hand, bit more convoluted. I like how the assholes show up and spam shit into your chat, and it's like advertising something. They're like, hey, here's some instructions. Remove the space. No, I won't. No, thank you. Fuck off. Dickheads. I just think people are really stupid. Like, they prey on desperate people. And that kind of stuff just makes me mad. Kind of how we got into this shitty situation to begin with. Just people preying on other people. And you might say the survival of the fittest is, you know, the physical aspects of it are gone. Now it's all financial. Right? It's all prestige. Just pure bullshit. Okay. I'm gonna need a Mark IV belt for that. I'm gonna need a Mark IV, a Mark III, and a Mark IV. So how many bars are these things producing? Just give me a second. So this is producing 75. Which means that I'm going to need 1.5. I may just produce these outputs by overclocking these, or I'm not even sure how to do that. It's 75, that's 6 of them. Because it'll be 150 times 3, yeah. So I'll need 6 of them to come together. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll break that. Then we're gonna need uh 300 minus 50. I'm gonna have one of these producing 25, which seems like a waste. It'll be 150, and I can overclock 1 to 100. That'll give me the 250. So I'll need 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of that. I'll be able to loop these back or maybe even stick them up on the risers and... Oops. And then this other one is going to be 312. So I'll take 4 of them. Overclock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, and I can take 4 of them to do this with a minor overclocking. So I'm going to need, oops, this guy to feed into that. And then break that. And then these guys will be copper. Alloy ink. These will be producing the copper. And then for copper, I'm going to need 150, which is 2 of them, and then 250. Oh, it's producing a different amount. This one's producing like 100. Okay. So I could split the output of one of them. And then I'll pull a Mark III belt off of one. Actually, 2 Mark III belts. So this guy here should be a splitter. Not even a smart one. No, not sure if that was the right choice. This is just temporary. Because of how awful I've done this. Probably going to route everything underneath. Hope we don't run into any problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I have 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not right. This is only supposed to be 6. 6 times 75 is 450. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is not supposed to be here. This guy's supposed to feed into there. This guy's not supposed to be there. Who needs the extra? I'd be downclocking this one. This guy could be 2 of them. Sorry, 3 of them with 1 downclock. 70s, 150. So I need all of that. I have the copper sorted. I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 machines to figure this out. So I could put 4 a little overclocking, or I can do 4 plus a split, 3 plus a split. So I need to stick 4 of these together. 1, 2, 3. This one comes... Sure. This guy becomes a splitter. Be 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a bit, and this is 1, 2, 3 plus a bit. That's out. That comes out. I figured this out now. And I shouldn't have to do any overclocking, because that's straight up. These are split, and between 8 of them, it's 560, but they're producing 600. Right. And then these down here I've already sorted. All right, good. So we have our outputs done. I think these all need to be Mark IV belts, so I'm going to fix that. Oh, perfect. Okay, everything's connected. So if I just connect the copper to this, I think what I'll do is I will actually officially, because of the lengths of these belts and stuff, I will put the risers here. And they can all be in a row. So they're not really gonna interfere with anything. An idiot. The iron is a Mark V belt. Now I just need this to line up. 6. Dog is getting so bad for barking. So that's the iron. These are already powered up, so as soon as the copper goes in, then we should be cooking. she starts chugging. Let's check our outputs. This needs to be 450. So this is A. It's already marked 4. So that becomes a mark 4. This 2, 3, 4. Four and a bit. So that's 312. And then this one should be 250, which means this should be a Mark 3. And I have I'm going to have 250 and 150. That should be all we need. That needs to be Mark II. They all need to be Mark II outputs. These are still saturating. This is the downside of the manifold. It takes a while to ramp up. Put a crappy little belt in here somewhere that's slowing everything down. I guess I didn't. I start doing they're all connected. That's not. We are going to have some of these growing pains, though. That's good here. Everything's getting saturated. Everything is happy-ish. We're on to the next thing. Let's take the first and make 13 constructors and overclock this shit out. But we're taking the 312 outputs. The ones on the outside are the ones I want to start with. So I have this guy, but I want to bring this guy over. So what output is that? That's 75, 150, 225 plus. It should be a 250. And then I have 75, 150, 225. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 300 plus a tittle. Okay, so that's the 312. I want to bring that one out and around to a bunch of constructors. It's gonna be this one. Let's pop up a bit. Go at least 3 in. 2, 3. And then what I want to do is probably put... Actually, you know what? I should put them here. Sure. A few more of these. Have a look at what I have for constructor, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm feeding it into. And I'm going to have to make... I can make 12 with a little bit of overclocking. So, actually, I think they're in 5s. So maybe 13 makes more sense. Pipe. So those are the inputs, and it's running right to left, which I don't think matters, but I'll keep the products on the inside so that I can move them through some gaps. But I guess what I want this to do is make 312 is making cast screws. To do that, it's going to be mark 4 belts. which it looks like it's already used for inputs. The input is going to be 12. So cast screws. Cast screws is 12.5. If I'm tripling it, it'll be 25, 37.5, which is still a Mark 6 belt. This will be putting out either 100 or 125. So I might need to do a Mark 3 belt on one of the outputs, or I may split them to keep them under 120. I'll jack two of them a little bit. 2.4, 2.25. So that's good. The outputs are going to be, like I said, I'm going to try and keep them as Mark II. This is going to be producing 1,200 screws. Shoot. This is an inconvenient recipe, but it monkeys with everything if I try and use the other ones, because I can use iron pipes and copper wire, but it blows up my copper requirement. It actually might actually be more efficient, but... So I'm going to need... I can get 720, which will leave like 530. And that'll fit comfortably on a Mark V belt. So there's two Mark V belts. So let's just Mark V this. Regardless of what I do, the output is going to be Mark V. And the power is all connected. Save blueprint. Exit. Let's put down 3 pipe cons. And we'll leave a 2 square block, which should be plenty of space. I don't think I need any more space than that. Let's go blueprints, pipe cons. I always get myself into these trouble when I loop stuff around like this. Like I said, I want the output on the outside. Yeah, no. So if I put that there, am I it's like I could put it here. Okay, let's see if I can get it to come into do that way. Oh, oh, oh. Because I'm merging all of this together, I could do that. Basically snake it. Start there, bring it this way, going all the way through. Alternate that. So how would I connect this together now? So these are the splitters. I'd have to feed it in here. And then this would go this way and chain into that. And then I have to bring it all the way around and stick it into the back of this. But I can use risers for that if I had to. Then out of this, somewhere in the middle, I'm going to have to split the output. Destructible. Disappointing. I should do this. I'm gonna do 12, but it'll be 6 and 6, which means I can delete one of these. Let's get rid of that. Let's do pipe cons. And that is pointing in the right direction. Huh? That. Let's get the power going here. Yeah. Okay, so we're all powered up here. And this is set to be 12s. Which means I need to go reduce 1250. I think a bunch of these need to be double overclocked. Leo, I'm starting to get peckish, and I've been at this for a little over an hour. Figure in probably another half an hour I'll take a break, and I'll switch over to Dune for a bit. Figure this stuff out. So I need 625 from each of these. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and then Let's overclock this. 225. Guess the bars will have to come in here. I just put the puppy out. Yeah, he wanted to go out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 300 plus the tiny ones. We're gonna say that this hole right here. You just copied the damn bell. These guys should have immediately cranked up. I'm an idiot. You basically have to do something like that. Now, you've cleared the line. There's no more bullshit going on. That was... This is the output. It's even shaped like an arrow. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. What I need here is... Now I go down. Fix my egregious mistake. This should start construction. Okay. I'm going to finish this here, and then I'm going to go up and kill my children. Go any further this way. Technically, I just need a tiny bit. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. Gee. I was being clown shoes at this. If I had my time back, I would have brought it back this way. That way. Left more space over there. So now... This will go around. I'll have to find a way to elevate this probably. Yeah, they're not getting enough yet because it hasn't saturated. Like I'm not putting out enough. This should be maximum 300. That's already a mark. Pulling this out. This is supposed to be green. They've added a new color, blue. Yellow means I'm waiting. Blue means it's producing. Alright, so more and more bars are coming this way. They'll eventually saturate. I'm gonna go yell at some kids. I'll be right back. Fire. Bunch of screws. I'm not putting up with that. Just be quiet. Screws complete. Next, I need to take the 250 to make iron rods. One of these is the 250. Knew he was being shady. A 1,000 friggin' times. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. It's 225. Something's not right here. I'm overproducing. Okay. So I've got an extra 35 or something coming out of that. But I'm okay. So that's the 250 there. I need to put that into 8 constructors. Say 9? 8. Let's do it. So we're going to do pipe cons again. Theo. Let's see here. That'll be. I put two of these next to each other. That way. That could actually work. Put it here. Leo. Yes, say. Input there. Output's at the other end. So that's the loop it. Oui. Cela dit va. Merci. I'll go with 9. So kill one of these. Yes, I was gonna try and hook them up the wrong way. So we do that. Or that. I should reverse this. Let's delete that. An Ella later. It's 250, so this can be 2, 3. These are going to be making 15. These can be normal outputs. Deal. Come plus. How many rods? 250, so that's Mark 3 input, Mark 3 output. And then, because this is a merge, probably pop that up. But this one's coming through the floor. So now I can feed them in this one. So I can put Leo. Arrête, s'il te plaît. So this is the 250. Leo. Arrête. Confused as to why I have so many holes in the floor right now. This is 1, 2, 3. So it'll be that hole right there. Oh. Sure, they're all going in. I have all of these connected. This next one should go. Well, the next one that comes through here should go there. Zing. Ah, yeah. Okay. Iron rods done. So now I can put those into the assembler. Which is going to be 6. Wait, I didn't overclock these, did I? Leo, arrête. So I need to be producing 250. How many am I actually producing? 15. No, not screws, rods. Oh, this is a huge disaster. Now I need to exhaust all of this. These guys are incapable of following instructions. Need to let this run until there's no screws. His eyes screwed up. Hero didn't even say hi. Had a good fun chatting with him the other day. Didn't seem like the shady type to me. Maybe he'll pop back. Shouldn't be any screws left. Tidy that up. Now what I do need is to be making 250 of these. So I have 9 times 15, which is 135, something like that. So right off the bat, I'm going to need to double clock these. Nine times 30 is 270, which means I'm producing too much on one of them. So probably near the beginning, I will down clock this. $25. So if I have 8 at 30, that's 240 plus 20. But it has to be 33. So we'll put him at 25, put him at 25. Doesn't make any sense. I'm producing 270. I need to get rid of 20. That's 15, and then I put this one at 25. So that's 45, 65, 70. 70, and then 180 is 250. There we go. Really weird blurry graphics if you look at this the wrong way. I probably have some graphic setting turned on that I could probably turn off. So I'm producing 250 iron rods, 1250 screws. I need to speed it to 6 assemblers, which I'm going to overclock. I think I can get 4 assemblers. Maybe I'll go with 8 and overclock it differently. Just to make setting them up easier. I don't think I ever fixed. I did fix the output. Delicious. This recipe, I'm gonna want rotaries. These both going in the same direction. Yes. No. Uh, 100 screws. I'll figure out which one of those has to be doubled afterwards. The output is going to be 4, so that. Set to a mark 3. Blue. I'll just drop 2 of these down, and then I'll figure out what the overclocking is going to be like. So I'll want the output either here, but on the outside either way. but I'll have to leave enough space. If I can put them here and here, I'll just have to orient them so I have the output in the right direction. Inputs can always go in the middle, outputs, usually one on the outside. If you're clustering. This is a slightly fatter. That's merging. Wrap it around. So now the inputs are on this end. Don't really want to elevator that. Do this. That's that, then that can stay the way that it is. Then these, because they will be screws. So I have to split these. Leo. I don't have to feed anything through the middle. Logistics, I could probably do something like this. To be Mark 5. But it's going to be doubling the output. So in this particular case, I'm making rotors. I need to produce 50 units, which means each of these 4 have to produce 25. It's weird. Apparently I didn't copy it to all. I just did the first one. Eight times 4 is 32. That's too many. 25 by 4 is 6. I'm going to need a little extra out of one of these. Normally, it's where my input is coming in that I do that. Sorry, at the end. This one will need to be 7. Making 1250 will be 625. But I can handle up to 780. Could put a little extra through one of them. If I had a merger, I could take the overflow off of this one and merge it in. Bring that up and feed it into the merger, and then have the surplus go that way and have one of these make the extra. That way I would only need to overclock one of these. Like overclock. Plugs are cheap. Good. To connect. We're not powered. We should have all of these upgraded on all of my blueprints. It's on the outside. Need to connect the outputs. This sorry, a little bit distracted. Okay, so I have those going in. What I now need to do is connect each of my screw outputs. So loud. Logistics. That is a Mark V belt, right? Yeah. Ja. Emploi. I can bring this one along the back. This one on the other hand. Damn, this is gonna work. Oh. Pretty. It's so pretty. Alright, I ended up with my output in a fortunate place. So we're done with the rotors. Let's work on the stators. So I need to take the 450 to 5 iron pipe constructors, which I can do in one little stint. See what the underside of this looks like, because it's right there. Need to be able to get it right. I could do that. But I could also just as easily bring it down this way. Feed it over there. So they're producing. This should be the whole 450, which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Making 75. Means I can put the 5 constructors for iron pipes right here. Blueprints. Pipes cons. In a nice spot for this. That will be the splitter. Change the recipe to iron pipe. And the iron pipe production will be 112.5. Just see. So then the input via. This is kind of what I did last time. Oopsie. One, 2, 3, 4, 50. This be a mark. So then what I want here is going to be a hole in the floor. Down. Bring in the belt that way. Just want these to line up. Oh, that's... Oh. That's more free flow. Because this one's down to half, the fact that I have a Mark 6, sorry, Mark 1 belt feeding it, it shouldn't be a problem once it's saturated. What did I do? Oh, that doesn't need to be. No. So what I'm making here will be 112.5. That on a Mark II belt. Iron pipes. Now I need to take some copper. So I haven't started the caterium yet. I need part of the copper, the 150 smaller belt, to come this way to make wire. Go into... I'll probably do one overclock. And I get these in 4, so I can do 4 of these overclock. So what do I need to make this work? I need some of this copper. Go into 5 constructors. And then the outputs of those 2 to make stators. So I have the iron pipes here. If I can get copper wire in this area. So that's an output there. This is the 150. So that's making 100, and I'm taking... That's incorrect. This is the 150. Because this is going to be 100 plus half of that. So this should be 150. So that's unfortunate. I don't actually want it to do that. So I'm going to swap these. I should rejig this, because I'm not pulling any of this copper yet. Wait, does that even make sense? If I move this over, I'm not interfering with anything. Oh, show. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Let's do a merger here. this should be the 150. This should be the one. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of copper wire. I'm using the primitive recipes, but I'm not really seeing the benefits of the newer ones right now. Oops. Minutes, pipes, cons. This over a bit. Let's do that. And what happens here is that these are splitters, so this is where I'm gonna fuck this up. You watch. I need to connect that one to that. I think I'm making anything. I need to make. They all need to be. Go. What am I doing for that stuff? Stack those. You will be creating 300. Outputs here. Be 60. It's 300. So now I need the pipes and everything into 4 assemblers. So I need this output and that output. I need these 2 outputs to go into 4 assemblers. Keep you weakness. Always remembering to leave space. This has to be 7.5. So I'm going to leave one of them alone, and I'm going to double the other 3. So let's set this to 8 ore. 10, 20, 35. And 30, what? That's 10, 20, 37 and a half. Very nice. Very nice. With 300. It's a Mark II and a Mark IV belt. So let's figure out which direction we want to feed these now. This one, I think we can just pop up and stuff right in there. This one, because I want to leave a gap. Yeah. That'll be the pipes. And the pipes will be normal, which means these will have to be 80. Except for this guy, which will be exactly 60. This belt down here will not be. No. Why have I done this? Just above a 3. Can I get away with that? Sure. It's already a Mark III. This will instantaneously turn into stators. So I have rotors and stators, which I want to put together into motors. I would have needed a lot more construction to do that. And I think a lot more iron. All right. Well, making stators and rotors. I guess I'll have to smelter. Probably do this later. Kind of itching to some shit. I need all the Caterium into. I'll just do 7 smelters for that. But I'll do 8 constructors. I could do 4 with a bit of tweaking. I'll probably just do the 5 for the limiters. 6 constructors. Start manipulating the copper. I need 6 constructors to make sheets. For this one, I'm just going to do that. What? What? No. How many stators am I making? 37 and a half. Get out of here. All right. So I've got that iron going. I've got that iron going. I've got that iron going. Now I need to get this copper going. And the first thing that I need to put the copper into is 6 constructors to make sheets. I'll need all of them doubled with 1 double and a half. Blueprints to pipe comments. The only stipulation here is that I need my output be on the other side. To the other side. Could have doubled it back here, but I still got the Caterium to bring in and smelt and do all kinds of stuff with. So if I have the sheets there, I can do all of my Caterium smelting here and make the AI limiters here. So I'm going to make peace with this. So this will need to be sheets. That's splitting, then I want the bigger one to be at the end. So I have 125. And that is what I'm making. So I'll need to bring the copper from there to... That's easy. I need to connect these two. Three times 6 is 240. The 3 belts is good. We're making 125. I don't think anything breaks a Mark 1 belt. Perfect. Sheets done. So I think at this point, I should do the smelting. And I'm going to do it in 6. Yeah, I'm going to do it in 6 and I'll overclock 1. I don't know what I have for a smelting recipe here, though. Save, sure. Load blueprint. Okay. Use. I guess I'm making a new one from scratch. Here, the blueprint design. Maybe I won't be as aggressive. I could probably fit 5 smelters on one blueprint with this thing. 7. I'm gonna make Ethereum ingots. These need 45 times 7, 280. It's like 360. Uh, 45 times 7. It's 270. It's in the output, I'm going to merge. I guess if it's going. Should be back. The other way around. Whatever. So it's gonna go. It's gonna go that way. Then I want this to go in the same direction. These are producing 15 times 7 is like 75. So I have 7. Put Mark 3 pole. Connected, 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 connected. Okay. Going to call this Ethereum. Don't even care about the typo. Smelter, select that. Color. Say blueprint. Pocket here. Yeah, what I can do is I can actually drop it down and bring it around the corner. I feel like I'm getting too cozy there. All the outputs are on the far side, which sucks. Downclock one of these to 67%. You can produce 10. Make this one slightly lower or slightly higher. I don't think that. What is this again? Height? That is. Nope, fucked it up again. Okay. It's gotta be closer to 2. Nope. That's how I feel sometimes. Nope. Okay. Very good. Now I need 8 constructors. I can do 4. I'm gonna do 4 construct 5 constructors, and then I'll noodle the output. But I need to feed this into the same thing that's going to be taking copper sheets, which could be here. Yeah, which would be 5 or less AI assemblers. So I can drop them through the floor and put the AI limiter recipe right here. So, I need constructors to make. Wait, no. Put that there. Now. Drop down. So I need to be producing 500 units. Quick wire. 60 times 5. 300. 90 times 5 is 450. That'll work. One of these needs to be making 50 more. And if it's starting there, then I'll put it at the end. So I can make it do another 60. How many do I need? 450. I need another 50 to 140. $90. So I need to add 25 to this. 25 do this. Let's see. 115 is 230 plus 270. It's 500. Day out. These are the inputs. Going to need 18 times 100. What am I making? It's like these should all be working, right? I think I've stuck something shitty somewhere. Use the wrong type of elevator or something. You know what? I didn't overclock this, did I? Don't run. It's awful.
FICSIT does not pay you for cruelty.
Sorry, Ada. My bad. My bad. I was definitely in the wrong there. I like it when they do little things like that. I think I screwed up somewhere. Oh. So this should be producing Caterium bars. This is what? Two. They might pay me. These, because I created this and used it 100 times, this should all be connected correctly. This wire needs to then feed back this way with those sheets to make AI limiters. It's done quick wire. 5 assemblers, but I'm willing to do 4 blueprints. Weepy weepies. That means that I would only need to overclock one of these. If I go to production, I say AI limit. Oops. Because everything's going in there, we will. So I essentially get 4. So you're going to be producing piddles. This guy's going to be taking 200 quick wire and 50 copper sheets. But the rest of these are going to be Mark II inputs. So I have quick wire that I have not hooked up to power. Let's get the height right here. Just above 3. And this one that is correct. However, I'm going to need some assistance. Uh, $200, $300, $500. These are already marked 5. Bring this. Quite easy. Um, 75 plus 50 is 125. It isn't right. So now I'm making the AI limiters. So I need 3 assemblers. So I'll probably use the whole 4. And then 4. So I need 2 more assembler setups right here. And we're golden. First assembler is going to want the limiters and the stators. That'll be these 2. And the limiters and the stators become the control rods, and then I bring the rotors in. So there and there. Blueprints. Cheapy weepy. That. This. This will become electric motors or something. Do I not have the... I don't have the recipe for electric motors? That would be fucking killing me. Alright, well I guess this is the stopping point for that. I'll be switching over to Dune shortly. Oh, Aaliyah's alive and well. Did he die in a plane crash? Rip. Didn't I make a ma'am here somewhere? Like an absolute noob. Fingers crossed. You. Why? If you're... Now I'm fucked. I can make the electromagnetic control rods. That's it. Just make those. I have 4 of them. I need to produce 25 We're making 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I need another 9. So 2 of these need to make 3 more. You can make 8. So I have 12 and 8 is 20. You're making 12. What? Six. 12. 14. 14 and 16 is 30. That can't be right. 8, 24, 30. What? It's the wrong stupid recipe. Come on. That's 8. 6 is 10. No, 14 plus 8 is 22. So I need 3 more out of one of these. So I could have went right to 12. 20, 30, 25 minus 12 would be in 13. It's still an odd, weird number. $25 and 3 is still 8 with an extra. I need stators and limiters to come in. These limiters go in there. Let's get things to line up properly. This I have no idea what I just deleted. Powered, powered, powered. Well, we'll find out soon enough what I deleted, I guess. This. Perfectly normal. Then, how many stators am I making? A joke, really. I might pop these down through the floor. Just need to see one stator come out of there and we'll be alright. I don't know how many times I've screwed up this fucking thing. I need another handful of hard drives and hope for some really good luck. Go grab those 3. I just need to go west, east. So I need to fly over some thermal plants. 2 sets at least. 2 sets of geothermal. There is a bowl. Slug in the middle of it, so I'm here to go east. So I'm here somewhere. I need to go towards the geothermal plant. At this point, I should be able to find. There is so much sulfur here. That makes sense. So I need to look east. Is there a power line that I can use anywhere in this direction? I have not been in this direction. Oh, I was over here. There's a shit ton of coal. Oh, there's the hard drive. Circuit boards. Oh. Oh yeah. That's funny. The 111 circuit boards right next to it. Where's the rest of the loot? Fuck. Fuck off. Be one more. Take two for it. Got that one. Here's the next one. Northeast and requires power. What is this? That didn't really look like anything. Taking forever to make stuff in this game. Hard drive, sure. I'd like to have at least a couple more. Like that. Go directly north. There's nothing going on tonight. I'm gonna do all kinds of shit in Doom. No worries. There's a big tree, which is not going to show up on this. I think I got that one just now. Which means just over this ridge should be another... just over this ridge. It's just below here. Here. Oh. Food. Oh. Aha! I was right there. Outgunned, sir. Alright, I got that one. And then go here, here, and here. And hope that the 5 is enough. I'm gonna go southeast. Ah. Ah. Plastic. So I did that. I got this one. Go east to get that one, and then southwest and southwest. So go east. So there's a sloop there. Here. EO coal node. Ah. I don't think I'll end up with duplicates if I just do a bunch of these. So got that one. Now I need to go southwest. Quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu veux? I didn't get that. Leo? Shush. Quiet, puppy. So this big pool here is what I'm looking at. Just to the left of the pool will be the hard drive. Okay. Hey, I found oil. There it is. Mama just got back from the store. Skin feels itchy. I think that's... the biggin. Put you down. Just realized. Be a very annoying place to put one of the big spikes. Gas nozzles. Those were fun for all of about 5 seconds. Yeah. Smoking wreck. Okay, forgot that one. And then I need to... oh, wait. No, I got... wait, what? There was one back... something shooting at me. Ah! That sucks so bad. I don't even know what that is. Wait. Huh? Let's... What is that? What do you think that is? That's some tentacle or something hanging off. Would they have done that? That was unexpected. Okay, so there's apparently a wreck back there somewhere. No, no, no. You can fuck right off. See you later. Pretty sure I built a huge factory here somewhere. There's coal nodes or something. There's iron. Yeah, I was making power and steel. Yeah, I think like a bunch of coal right there. Oh yeah, yeah. Whole mess of it up on the hill there. Yeah. But apparently, somewhere in the middle of this nonsense. Just south. Ah. I think they changed the health on these things. Okay. I got that one and good. Let's just go back. Memory storage. Be the one. Unless it's purple, I don't care about it. Kill them so bad. Ada would not like that. So disappointed. Don't care. Let's do the electric motor. Stone. 6.6. I need to produce 50 motors. This is 7.5. It's 15. Be 45. No, that's 60. So that's 45. $22.50, $29.50, 30, 45. $18.75. I have 4. So I'm going to double 2 of them and turn another one up by 2/3. Those 2 are doubled. This should be... That's 10 and 30, so we're good there. Now I need the control rods, which I can do that way, and then I can bring the rotors up. So in order to make this work, I need to do something like... I would want it to be like that. Could have made this lower. That's one too high. What? Stupid. Stupid. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the output. Pretty sure. Okay. I got about an hour to play Dune. I can do another quest or something, but anyway, that's another factory down. We're making 50 motors per minute. I'm sure there's more an efficient way to do it. I'm not even sure if I need to store them, but I do know they're used for stuff, and I may put a little transport area here to fly them someplace else, because I think I need them for this. Yeah, they're like, and it's not a lot either. They're like an input to this. I can also tap rotors off of this. And electromagnetic control rods. And I already have radio controlled units, so I'm probably just going to fly them all in to do turbo motors. But I'll do that next time.
Cheers.